What's poppin', internet? Welcome to another episode of the synceduppod podcast, a show where we talk to you about stuff.
Oh.
We're new now.
Yeah, I know. We've been new for a while, but
Yeah.
it finally hit me.
Just now, 3 weeks in,
Yeah.
4 weeks in, a month in, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
You weren't ready?
I don't think I would have ever been ready. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, let me go ahead and get this out of the way.
Yeah, go ahead. Pretty good. Pretty good. Should have had a prime.
This is my surprise drink.
Mm.
They said, you want anything from Walmart? I said, a surprise drink. Dreamsicle.
Dreamsicle Ghost.
You want to taste?
Sure.
Pretty good.
Carnipure, carnitine.
Don't read anything else on it. Just get a sip.
It's Dreamsicle.
It's Dreamsicle?
Dreamsicle. Today we're going to talk about HBO Max shenanigans. Can't even call it that because it ain't that anymore.
Max.
Yeah.
That's just a name.
Nintendo shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
No, regular stuff.
Okay.
Good stuff, actually.
Yeah, it's all good.
Which is kind of surprising.
And then
We're going to rank Transformers 2.
I'm excited. Revenge of the Fallen. I'm going to
Revenge
be
of the
honest.
Sith.
I didn't remember most of this.
Yeah, I had no memory
I remember more of the next
whatsoever.
one.
I remember the college stuff and the plot line with the girl, fake robot girl.
I will say, as soon as we hit Egypt,
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
They're in Egypt. That was kind of wild. What a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's hit it. HBO Max. It's no longer HBO. It's not HBO Max anymore. They decided amongst themselves to drop the HBO. They're just Max now.
So
Don't ask, bro.
let's try and get there.
No, there's no way to get
Let's
there.
try and figure
It
it
doesn't make any sense.
out. Maybe there's people out there
Dude, shut
who
up.
see HBO as too adult, and it's off-putting. So therefore, they changed the name to Max to be like more ambiguous, and so more people are gonna like get on with that.
Yeah, nah.
Maybe
No, it ain't there, dude.
maybe there's just nobody left to drive to HBO.
They said, hey, you know that brand that's most commonly associated with some of the most banging TV shows you've ever heard of?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of rapport.
Yeah.
Typically associated, and you're like, oh, it turns out they're making a show of this thing. You're like, who got it? And they're like, HBO. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's going to be fine. Let's just drop that. We don't want to be associated with The Sopranos or Game of Thrones or The Wire,
I wouldn't want to
Chernobyl,
either,
or
honestly.
The Last of Us, or
kind of mid shows.
Band of Brothers.
Forget it, brother.
Just like, we're going to skip all that.
Yeah, no, it makes zero sense.
I hate it.
And we're acquiring Discovery.
I'm quite, well, they were already,
Well, I know, but it's like
they're
like
merging to one service. You could have just kept calling it HBO Max.
Discover HBO.
I guess. I don't know. HBO Max is my favorite service.
Is
I
it
like,
really?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I think it's okay.
Got a good UI.
I will say it's definitely not Disney Plus right now.
Yeah, it got a good UI. It's very smooth. I never have issues. All the time with all the other services, Netflix, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime. There's always like some sort of issue where like I go to click play and it doesn't work, and then everything's like with HBO Max. I never had that problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like always been smooth.
Frankly,
also purple.
It's HBO and Apple TV these days, I think.
Yeah, Apple TV's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great service.
I think those are the ones.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, they're dropping the HBO. It's just Max now. Then they went ahead and announced all the stuff. The Harry Potter show is getting all new cast, and it's going to be a decade-long thing. What else they announced? I can't remember.
Let's talk about that. Let's unpack that.
Okay, go ahead.
It's going to be bad.
I'm a believer.
I'm not a believer.
I'm a believer.
I'm going to watch it.
HBO does things good.
Sure. Because you don't watch the bad stuff.
Yeah, but like all of the important stuff, they do good.
That's true.
Like they don't take known IP that's fire and make it bad.
Mm-hmm.
If it's known IP that's fire, they just make it more fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be fine.
I don't know.
Everyone around me doesn't like this news, and fuck it, I don't care.
I think it's because
here's
there's
where I'm
no
at.
reason to reboot it.
Yeah, but here's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I could go the next 10 years with nothing Harry Potter, or get this reboot show. Watch this fucking reboot show.
But there's a line where you just get something else Harry Potter.
Yeah, they tried that line.
Why can't we put line didn't
didn't work.
Why? No, because HBO wasn't involved.
Oh, okay.
So if your defense is it's HBO, well, why doesn't HBO just make something good that's not Harry Potter?
Sure. I also concur. But here's
Okay.
what I think.
That's what we should have done.
Here's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
We're 20 years removed.
No,
The first movie came out 20 years ago, yes.
we're not 20 years removed.
We're like 10 years removed.
Like it's like that's when it started. It didn't end until much later.
Yeah, like 9. So we're like 11 years past the last movie.
Sure.
Something like that.
Sure.
I don't know, 2013, 2012,
I'll give it to you.
something like that.
Yeah.
We're pretty far. We're
Mhm.
deep now.
It's been a minute.
You look at franchises.
Yeah.
Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
What do they got?
Nothing
Lots
right now.
of shit.
Nothing right now.
No, what do you mean nothing right now?
Nothing right now.
Well, sure, the MCU is a little lax.
A little.
But Star Wars is going off.
Did you watch the Miss Marvel's trailer?
Yeah, the Marvels?
Yeah.
I thought it looked fine. Did that look bad, like actively? No, I thought that looked fine. You're tripping.
No, I think it looks
You're
bad.
tripping, dude.
I think it looks bad.
Also, everyone on the internet is like, "Oh my god, a trailer that looks like it'll save the MCU." Now, I'm not that high.
People are saying that about Marvels.
Yes.
The Guardians trailer is right there.
Hey, look. All I'm saying is, when I've been scrolling through Twitter, to the
My
normal,
problem? No stakes.
the normal guys,
There's no stakes.
there might be, just not in the
Oh,
trailer.
What?
Who knows?
What could happen?
I don't know.
Nothing.
You don't know that. We only seen a minute and a half.
Nothing's
It was
gonna
just a teaser. It
happen.
wasn't even
There's
like
no stakes.
It wasn't even like a story trailer.
I'm out.
I'm not out. I'm in.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm out.
I like those characters.
They're gonna have to work me.
Sure.
They're gonna have to pull me in.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, go ahead.
They got stuff coming out all the time. Right?
Uh-huh.
Constant.
Sure.
Harry Potter, they got shit. And I think Harry Potter is a big enough IP that you could be doing like Star Wars and what Marvel's doing, where you're like, here's a fucking prequel show. And look, I'm Star Wars out and all that jazz, and I'm like, they got too much stuff going on, but for the fans, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So someone like Spencer, he's like watching all the Star Wars content. They're like, oh, the Ahsoka show, Mandalorian. They're just soaking it all up. Harry Potter, we dry out here. It's dry. All we got is a couple of blockbuster movies that weren't good. It came out several years after.
Game.
Well, I'm not talking about games. I'm just talking about movies.
It's content.
I guess, sure. But that's not what I'm talking about. So I think what you do, you reboot Harry Potter for a decade-long thing. The first season, maybe it slaps. You got this new cast of characters, and then you could do spin-off and prequel and this and that and that. And then Harry Potter is doing what I believe it should have been doing this whole time, which is releasing all kinds of shit constantly. And so then you're like, oh yeah, season 3 that's covering the third book's coming out, and then there's also the spin-off series, and then there's like there's like a movie as well, something, you know, like the werewolf night or whatever the fuck it was, just stuff like that coming out where you're like, cool, Harry Potter stuff. So if you want it, it's there. It's too much for me, but I think that's what they should be doing. In terms, if you're talking to me as if I am just a capitalist guy, and I'm like, we need to be making cash.
Yeah.
That's what they should be doing, but for some reason they're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never understood it because the franchise is big enough. It has enough cultural, like it's known around the world. Sure. It's big enough. It makes enough money. I don't know why they haven't been doing that, because every other company that has that, they milking it. Harry Potter, they were like, well, you know, maybe we'll have a couple sips of milk, but then it turns out the milk was sour.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you want this?
You feel me?
I feel you, and you are certainly right.
I think that's what you do here. You reboot it. You have this new cast. You can do spinoffs. You can do in between stuff.
I just don't think I'm with the HPU.
The Harry Potter universe.
Yeah,
I am.
HBCU.
I like Harry Potter.
There you go.
Yeah,
I like Harry Potter a lot too.
it's good stuff.
But it's not like
Also,
you reboot things when they're bad.
when we were
When you're
rewatching,
done.
no, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't know. You had God of War 1 through 3 bangers. Then you released God of War on PlayStation. Reboot banger.
But that's. Yeah.
But it's a soft reboot.
But it's definitely not a reboot. Yeah.
But it's definitely a reboot.
That's like calling Star Wars 7 a reboot.
No,
What do you mean?
because those are, it's fundamentally doing the same thing. The God of War thing, it doesn't apply because God of War they completely changed how the whole game works.
Sure. But it's not a reboot. You know why it's not a reboot? Because
Why?
I had to go watch all the videos about
You
all
should-
the lore from God of War.
You shouldn't. You don't need to.
Why?
You don't need it.
They made it better, right?
I guess I don't think it adds too much. They tell you pretty much everything in the game. Where they're like, oh, he was an angry guy.
It's not a reboot.
I think it's a reboot. But regardless,
Yeah, I think you're just wrong on this one, too.
regardless, you reboot the franchise, and then you do all that, and then I'm watching. I'll watch. I like Harry Potter. I'm gonna watch this show. It's HBO. It's Harry Potter. Also, my line of thinking before I went on that tangent is while we were rewatching the Harry Potter movies for our rankings, I remember thinking to myself, man, these movies with modern effects would slap.
Here's the problem.
So
modern effects don't be modern effecting.
What do you mean?
Like we're watching Transformers.
Sure.
And I'm sitting there. I'm like, they don't do it like this no more. Why?
What do you
They
mean?
don't.
They do it like
Nah.
that. Dude, we watched Avatar.
That's one movie.
No.
That's a standalone.
Even the
And you know
Marvel
how
movies are
much
that way.
money that was? What?
Even the Marvel movies are there. But like the Transformers movies, they are rough around the edges.
Sure.
Like pause on a frame where like the giant robots climbing up the pyramid. It looks a little rough. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But they ain't gonna do it like that, bro.
What do you mean they ain't going through it? Like, I don't know what you're saying.
So when you say modern effects,
Yes,
you
modern.
want to
effects.
see a table fly with a little more pizzazz is all I'm hearing?
No, I'm just saying I think it'll look it could look better. The movies could look better. You could do cooler shit. Like when you get into those later movies, you see cooler stuff going on because they have more technology. But in those like first 4 movies, like Sorcerer's
Okay,
Stone,
yeah. The first couple, it's just bad because it's low budget.
it wasn't low budget.
I mean,
It was big money.
it is big money, but like low CGI budget.
There just wasn't CGI. It was like 2001, dude.
Ah, that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean?
Low budget.
All
Low
I'm,
CGI budget.
all I'm saying is the whole time I was watching that, I was like, if we had like modern effects, it was made in the modern era with modern effects, it could slap.
Now I have to agree with Chance on this. HBO's gonna make it dark. Not like story wise, just they're not gonna light up the room.
But that's just what they do.
And I hate it. I agree with Chance, bro.
But that's so dumb.
Because I didn't have a problem with it in The Last of Us. I didn't feel like that was a problem there. But oh my God, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's terrible.
Yeah, they're pretty bad with the lighting.
Yeah.
Even House of the Dragon, there were some scenes where you're like, bro, just get some fucking
And you
candles.
know that place is just lit with literal candles.
Get some
That's how
candles.
Hogwarts be.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be dark.
Yeah.
Not gonna be able to see
It'll
anything.
be fun.
There are gonna be episodes where they just don't cast spells. I don't know if I'm with it.
I'm with it. Fully. I'm like all in. I'm actually kind of excited.
I'm not.
I'm the only one.
I'm gonna watch it, of course.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be good enough, and I'm gonna be like, all right, time to watch them. Time to watch it all.
Yeah. I'll bite the bullet.
What?
I'll watch that first season.
Mm-hmm.
then
No,
I'll be
you'll
like,
be like
hey.
the first episode is great,
Yeah.
and we'll go watch it. And then one character is gonna be off, and it's gonna piss me off the whole show.
People are really mad about Alan Rickman. People are just mad about Alan Rickman.
I mean, yeah, that too.
Like Alan Rickman and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just do it again. It is fine.
It's not though.
We do this all the time, bro.
With whom?
With just stuff. We be doing recasting.
Who?
It's a classic. Like in The Last of Us.
Different.
That's not different. It's just different fucking
No,
actors.
it's different.
And it's still
It's a
slap.
different medium.
I guess, but still.
But
You get Stars Born, same thing.
you think I watched the other two?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You think I was watching film in the 60s?
Hey, maybe there's some kids who didn't watch Harry Potter.
I was that kid. I didn't watch Harry
I'm
Potter.
saying.
And I watched it later.
Sure.
And it's
But now they don't have to. They can just watch the HBO show because they'll get the same story.
I don't want to talk to a kid who hasn't seen the movies but watched the show. I don't want to have that conversation. I'm a bitter old man.
No,
I'm getting there.
you're this boomer energy.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Don't touch my Harry Potter.
We're moving on. Nintendo.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the one thing before we talk about the thing that
What's
I
the
want
one
to talk
thing?
about. The Nintendo Live was announced, which was interesting.
Nintendo Live.
You
Oh,
didn't
the
see
event.
that?
The event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the live event where they're supposed to have like games and announcements and all kinds of stuff, but it's an in-person event in Seattle in August.
That's cool.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna need more info, but
Yeah, and will they announce stuff at it?
is there gonna
like,
be enough to do?
A lot of the talk around the gaming space is they could announce a console here
I guess that's where you want to do it, right?
because it is like it's
So
about
do
that
you-
time,
Do you announce it direct for the like evening before or something?
or you just
I think you do it a month before.
or you just reveal the console at this event.
No, you don't do that
Why not?
because you want to sell tickets.
So
So you announce it before the event and say You'll be able to test the new
Yeah,
soft
but
hardware.
Nintendo, you know Nintendo.
Well, I'm just saying that's how they should do it.
But they ain't gonna do it like that.
Who knows?
They're gonna be like in the 11th hour of the event.
What's gonna
people
happen
are
is
post on
they're
Twitter
gonna
like,
announce
"Oh,"
it the day after the event.
something like that.
Yeah.
It'll be a Twitter announcement. Check out the new Nintendo
You
console.
know, yeah.
Everyone will be like, why wasn't this a Nintendo Live? And they'll be like, hey man, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's a Twitter.
wasn't ready.
Scheduled tweet. Scheduled tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nintendo crazy.
It's about time for
I'd
them
like
to
to
do a
go.
console.
I'd like to go. I want to go to Seattle.
You're not getting a Mario game till the next console.
Don't tell me that.
You know that, right?
Shut up.
It's gonna be a launch title. For
Nah,
the next
me and
console.
Moto was like,
You know that.
check out the next direct.
No, you know that's not what he was saying.
That's what he was saying.
No, it wasn't. And you know it. He was just saying that
He's
like,
make sure.
of course we're
make sure
making
to watch
Mario
the
games.
next Nintendo direct.
Oh, whatever, bro.
Yeah, bro.
No,
It's coming.
It ain't.
They got a cap.
Yeah, it's coming, and they'll be like, it'll be launching alongside
Let's
the
talk
new
about
Nintendo
this
console.
movie. Talk about Mario real quick.
Okay, we
That
talked
movie
about
is
last
making
week.
money.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's making like money.
yeah, we passed half a million, half a billion.
It is now the 8th best-selling Illumination film.
That's pretty good.
Bar's high, bro.
Yeah,
It's gonna be hard to beat.
it's the highest
Despicable
opening
Me.
weekend for animated film.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Better than Spider-Man.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Number one
But-
was, and Spider-Man never hit number one.
I know, but that's crazy.
It was like, it was always Disney.
sure, but that's still crazy.
I think it's the first people to dethrone Disney in a cool minute. Because
Yeah.
Disney dethrones Disney all the time. Like, oh, Frozen 2, did it again.
I think nobody's, unless you're weird like us, nobody's going day one to Disney films. But nerds will go day one
don't
to
know,
like
kids-
Mario movie.
Kids, bro.
Kids don't got cars.
Yeah, but like parents be taking their kids day one.
They'll be like, oh, we'll go next week, honey.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying that, but Disney be having in the highest opening weekend for animated films regularly. So people are going day
I'm
one.
just saying, yeah, clearly you're right. But once you get the gaming nerds involved, it's GG. It's
Yeah.
game over.
Who knows how much it'll make?
I heard so many people
The-
talking about Mario movie.
I think they shot themselves in the foot
By what?
announcing that it was going to come to streaming like 20 days later. It comes to streaming. Actually, it comes to streaming like May 5th.
That is pretty whack. Where? Is it Netflix?
I don't know.
Hmm.
But they announced they like 3 days after the Mario movie came out, they announced, hey, in like 20 days, Mario movie will drop on streaming. I was like, damn.
That
you
is
guys are
pretty soon.
making bukus of cash right now.
I think that's just the thing for animated movies, though.
Yeah.
Like, didn't Puss in Boots come out like real quick after?
I don't know. But that movie didn't do crazy numbers.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it did, people loved it, but it didn't do crazy numbers.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the
Hmm.
streaming service.
Yeah. Maybe what they meant by streaming is that it's dropping as like you can rent it or something. Let's look it up.
Possibly. That was that's what happened with Puss in Boots, I think.
Let's see. Let's look it up.
Where'd you get the iguana from? Fair. They got iguanas at the iguana store. What you looking up? Adrian's got an iguana? That's pretty cool.
But
Ba-da-da-da.
please answer the question to read the article.
What are you trying to find out?
This streaming thing. The streaming thing.
Bro, don't even.
Jesus
You got a
Christ.
virus now for sure.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Bro, you want a free iPhone. That's crazy.
Maybe did I get got by like a tweet or something?
Maybe you're tripping,
Because
bro.
when I look at Mario movie streaming date, I'm not getting any like news.
Yeah, that would have been bigger news.
No,
I feel
we
like.
now know when the Super Mario Bros. Will hit streaming services.
Sometime this year is the answer, probably. Dude, this is why I hate.
May 9th on Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah, so a little over a month.
Yeah.
Sure. Movie's doing great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the rest of the Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, and Breath of the Wild 2, Tears of the Kingdom trailer, bro. Tears of the Kingdom trailer dropped this week. The third and final trailer.
I'm in.
Pre-launch trailer.
I'm in.
I'm so motherfucking.
I've been got.
Holy shit.
I've been got.
They did some cheap tricks. They said, hey, we're going to bring back old classic music. We're going to have these like crazy story
Bro,
moments.
they put Matthew Mercer in there, bro.
Yeah.
Ganon.
Yeah, he's Ganon.
Daddy.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Dude is.
He got the fans bricked.
You think we'll get to play as Ganon?
I don't know. They've never done anything crazy like that in a Zelda game before. But there's like some stuff that makes you think that you could.
That game's looking zesty, is all
No,
I'm saying.
yeah, it's looking real good.
There's some spice.
Oh yeah, you can make battle bots and shit.
I'm not gonna
You can
be
make
doing
battle
that.
bots. I won't be doing that, but you can.
Because that's like, I don't want to sit there and assemble something.
No, I agree.
Unless I have to do it for a puzzle, I will not be doing it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be making battle bots, but
Absolutely
you can.
not.
You can do crazy shit. Is all I'm
You
saying.
can, yeah.
It's really
I
dope.
will enjoy watching
Homie-
people do crazy stuff.
Homie he built a horse-drawn carriage to carry some NPCs around.
Mm-hmm.
And what was going on there?
I don't know.
What's
I
up with a
love it.
big circle in the sky?
I don't know.
Dungeons are back.
I will say
Companions are back.
Nothing means anything to me. I just get excited because it's like not Breath of the Wild. Is that Claire de Lune?
No, that was the music that was playing during the trailer. It was so good, dude. And the music kicked in. I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, that trailer did a lot for me and to me, for being completely honest.
That felt like a Tears of the Kingdom trailer.
Yeah. And
the first trailer,
I feel like the doubters have disappeared.
Yeah.
The doubters are gone.
I'm doubters.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's crazy that everyone was like, yo, fuck Redfall 30 FPS. And then like 2 days later, you got the pop in and the 30 FPS of the Tears of the Kingdom. Everyone's like, let's go.
To be honest, the 30 FPS thing does not.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all. But I'm just saying.
I always play on performance.
That was the conversation. Everyone was like, yeah, I can't believe Redfall dropping at 30 FPS. This is bullshit. Can't wait for Tears of the Kingdom.
Listen, there's a different standard for Nintendo.
Yeah, of course. It's goofy.
I am very excited. Drops on
something. May 12th.
Last day of school. I'll be off.
I'm considering taking off.
Don't do it.
I'm considering.
Let me get ahead for once.
No, dude.
I'm be like, oh, Tim, you do this yet? And you'll be like, no.
I want to take off like the whole weekend and just
play Zelda.
Yeah.
Can't do it, bro.
I want to though. So bad.
Speaking of taking off, I requested off for nationals.
You're locked in?
I took off a whole.
Did you? Okay. I took off.
I did the 27th through the 4th. Yeah, I did Wednesday through the 4th.
Yeah, okay. I think I did Thursday through Tuesday.
I'm in, baby.
Because Tuesday's a holiday. Because we need to be there Friday morning.
No, we need to be there Thursday.
So we need to leave Wednesday night?
No, this is what the pod is.
This is
we just talk about.
Yeah, sorry. We're talking about nationals.
No, this is what the pod's for.
Does that thing?
It's no longer restricted.
The doors are open on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
So we should leave Wednesday.
There's gonna be a Pokemon Center.
There's just no shot.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it would make somebody.
Y'all just go to sleep, bro. Load me up with some Red Bulls, and then go buy my stuff from the Pokemon Center while I sleep. Once we get there, and y'all can all be Gucci. I'll drive through the night. I'll be the one.
Or maybe I just also take off Wednesday and we just leave Wednesday morning.
Well, then everybody would have to take off Wednesday morning.
True.
Not everybody's got hours.
That's just Kylie you're staring at?
Don't.
Okay, so we have to leave Wednesday night. Interesting. Okay. All right, moving on. Transformers. Bring up the thing.
Is it time?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Dude, let me make this clear now.
Go ahead, man.
The rankings I'm giving for these movies are not objective at all.
Yeah.
It's just how they make me feel.
Yeah.
And these days, it feels good to smile. You know what I'm saying? That's why Ted Lasso's hitting. I'm smiling.
Oh my God.
I'm smiling so much.
Episode was
having a great time smiling.
Yeah.
Transformers, same thing. I'm smiling. I'm laughing.
The speech at the end of the last episode of Ted Lasso, it had me feeling so good.
Makes you want to go do something.
I know. I was like, I gotta go hug the homies. It was nice.
It's in here.
Yeah.
In here. In here. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Can you tell by these thumbnails which one is the second one, Jordan?
Fuck. It's you certain.
Yeah, can you see what's his name? The fallen there?
Okay.
Yeah. Good point.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
I guess.
Like, this is not an A tier movie, objectively.
No.
But oh my God, if I'm not laughing and smiling, bro.
Yeah.
These jokes were funny to me when this came out 2011, when I was 13.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Still funny.
I don't know. I think I'm on the opposite. I think I'm on the opposite side of the spectrum.
It's because you're a pussy.
Yeah. That one was funny.
There's a lot of funny. There's a lot of.
But some of them, like when he's on the pyramid and he's like, "We're calling in the railgun," and he like looks up and he's like, "I'm under the scrotum," and it's the wrecking balls. I was like, this is so stupid.
The one problem I do have is that it's a little too much comedic relief.
No, it is. Yeah.
All
the time, constant.
Like 80% of the characters are comedic relief characters.
Yeah. It feels like Michael Bay went and got his notebook of middle school jokes and was like, yeah, I got to implement these somehow.
Like the only serious characters are Optimus.
Yeah.
Lennox.
Yeah.
And that's like it.
That's it, yeah.
He's just a normal person.
Lennox is...
He's the main military guy.
The main military guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He's the one that's... The parachute scene is funny as hell. Your
Yeah.
oh, does it?
The humor.
I don't remember as much.
Yeah.
This movie is actually dark as shit.
It still has the same qualms pretty much I had with the first one,
Yeah.
where they just like be skipping shit and stuff just don't be making sense. Like Optimus,
Uh-huh.
and I did a rewind and a pause and a play to try to catch it.
Yeah.
But he gets in the semi, and they're driving,
Mm-hmm.
and he's in the semi, and then Optimus transforms while getting rocketed and sliced and all that shit mid,
Mm-hmm.
and then Sam's just running, and I was like, what happened there?
There are some jump cuts.
Where it's like,
No, I agree. There was some
I was like,
shots
he just jumped into
right
the
before the
transformer.
forest battle.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about. He like
It's
is
a
just
little
running,
like jump cutting.
and I was like, wait, homie was just in Optimus, and then Optimus transformed. That would that not kill the guy?
The problem is, I think this is the main problem. Again, the same problem that happened in the first movie is that Michael Bay's like, all right, we're gonna film this fight scene here,
Mm-hmm.
and for some reason in the plot we're right here, and like the CGI team and everybody else who's trying to fill in the scene
Yeah.
is just like get them there somehow.
Yeah.
Like when we got to the big city in the first movie,
Mm-hmm.
it was just like cuts of like driving, people running,
Just
people,
random
like,
shots.
like the,
Yeah.
the helicopters, and all of a sudden we're in the big city.
Yeah.
It's just a transition to
But
that, like
there's-
whatever we're supposed to be for the fight.
Like, yeah, it's a bit odd. I think it's because as much as we say how the movies hold up, I don't think the CGI budget. Because if you notice, there's pretty much not a lot of like interaction between human body and transformer, unless it's like really quick or far away.
Yeah, I think that definitely gets better in
Because
the,
like
the later
even
movies.
when he's on top of Optimus and he does a stab,
Mm-hmm.
they have that little tarp fly in front of the camera
So
as he
he
gets
doesn't
off.
have to get off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And
I
you're
agree.
like, oh, there's like some weird stuff.
Yeah,
in
there's and it's clever ways to get around it.
yeah, and then
it doesn't feel too awkward.
there's just and then there's just other goofy stuff. You could have had the characters be smart and be like, hey, let's tear down this wall. Instead, you got to have those two little robots fight each other and one of them slam into the wall for them to find out that the berries.
Why would they have torn down that wall?
Because they know that it's right there. So they know that it's probably in that building, and there's like a little alcove. I would have been like, hey, I don't know, tear down this fucking wall. But instead,
Mhm.
they have like just a weird thing like that. I don't know. There's just like certain little moments like that. where
I
you're just
feel like it's an okay way to get there.
this is
It's not
goofy.
the best way.
Yeah.
But I think
And
it's
then
fine.
the movie, as fun as it is, and as much as I like it, there's a lot of like, I don't know, just parts where you're like, that's dumb. We're just pretending like this isn't a thing so we can keep living or we can keep running or we can keep
Mhm.
doing whatever. Like they're in that little hut and the Decepticons are around. And
Yeah.
he looks through the peephole and you establish that the Decepticons are destroying the buildings just in case
Mhm.
he's in there, but not that one that he's in.
Yeah.
But all the ones around him, they're like, skagoosh, skagoosh, break the top of this one. But that one hut that he's in, nah, we don't need to touch that one for some fucking reason. And you're like, okay, man, what's up?
I mean,
What's
that's
the
fair.
deal?
Maybe they destroyed it after they cleared it, you know?
Nah, because the insect comes in and then he squishes it and then the dude tears the top off.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, okay.
Well, they're not trying to kill him.
No, but they're destroying the
They
other
are
buildings.
destroying the other
They're
buildings, though.
destroying the other
It
ones.
is pretty silly.
Yeah. And then also, I don't know. I feel like you didn't do enough to like establish the fallen guy.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
kind of just becomes like, oh, he was secretly Megatron's dude the whole time, and there's not a lot of like learning
For
And
what
then he-
should have been
and
like
then
a Thanos character. Yeah.
and then he just gets murked like real quick.
Yeah.
Like as soon as Optimus shows up,
That's because Optimus is that guy.
yeah. And then there's, sorry, I just gotta keep going. There's they do this a lot, and we've seen it in the last movie where they introduce the plot where he's like, "You're a fucking criminal. I can't date you."
Mhm.
In this one, they like set up a plot where she's like gonna have problems with him like cheating on her,
Mhm.
and then they just we're just gonna skip that. And they do that like a lot,
Yeah.
where like they'll introduce like some sort of character interaction where you're like, "Oh, this is gonna lead to some incredibly interesting
Mhm.
dialogue down the road of like a moment of conflict," and it just doesn't. It never does.
I think it's just because it feels so like small compared to everything else that's going
Yeah,
on.
I guess.
So it's like, yeah, I guess I do kind of get over him kissing a robot that tried to
Yeah.
kill him. Like, I guess we'll get over that.
Yeah. And then the plot line, the whole plot line of who's gonna say "I love you" first, bro.
Oh, dude, I was complaining to Jordan the whole time. I was like, they should have said this a long time
What the
ago.
fuck is this?
We had to go through 2 apocalyptic events.
I know.
To
And they
drop
made
the
it like a
lovely.
huge thing where like they finally get a moment of respite and they're like, "Are you gonna say it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna say it? No, are you gonna say
It's
it?"
so funny
like,
because
dude,
she's
y'all
not
are-
in the next movie.
Y'all are in fucking college. Chill.
Yeah. No, we're children. Michael Bay doesn't know how to write a love story.
No, he doesn't.
Not at all.
He does
We
it.
do.
Then there's like, they're sitting there. He's like, you guys all have to go away. You cannot come with me. Like, get in the car now, Dad. You gotta let me go. All right, I'll let you go. And then he's like, Michaela, get in with him. And she's like, I'm not going. He's like, okay. And then they just go.
Mhm.
Well,
After he's
I
just,
think that's different.
what the fuck?
One, she's been with him the whole time. Anyway.
She knows what.
I guess, but he's just establishing in that scene, all three of you have to get in the car. None of y'all can come with me. Fuck y'all.
No, I feel like he's talking to his dad the whole time.
He said,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the whole thing. And then she's like, I'm not going. And then he's like, cool.
you can't really say
But if I'm Sam Witwicky, I'm like, yeah, my
Yeah.
parents are not going to be helpful here at all.
Mm-hmm.
Michaela, she's better than me.
Is she helpful?
Yeah,
Or
dude.
is she just
The
around?
first movie, she hot wires the,
I
the
guess
tow
you're right.
truck,
I guess you're right.
ties Bumblebee to
You're
it,
right, you're right.
and murders.
You're correct.
she kidnaps him.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
correct.
she is the main character.
I guess you're. I guess that's correct.
She is the main character. What's Sam done?
He kind of is just a bumbling idiot.
He just runs.
yeah.
He gets handed main item,
for
main
some
quest item,
reason, dude.
and then has to run.
Oh my god.
Michaela's goaded.
And then
The next chick doesn't hold a candle because Michaela does things.
yeah. And then
I
it's the,
don't
sa-
remember the next
it's the
chick,
same
but-
military issues I have. Like they are more powered, which is great.
Yeah.
But then it's the same type of thing where the guy's like, remember that American boy, who's now like 18.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's telling us to go AWOL and take this alien robot body to the middle of the fucking desert. So we're going to like completely fuck over our superiors and make sure that this gets
Mhm.
done for this a little civilian boy.
Oh, bro, why is Obama such a transformer?
I
hater?
know, dude. They keep talking
The
about
president
Obama.
said shut it down.
Yeah, that's normally.
We talked about this. There's no way Obama knew all this shit was happening. He was like, you know what? Fuck the big robots.
No, yeah, normally,
Nah, get him on our team.
normally you just avoid that. You just say the president,
They did in the first
but
one.
they just name drop Obama.
Wait,
for
was
some
that
reason.
was that supposed to be a George Bush reference in the? Give me some ding dongs, honey. Is that supposed to be Bush?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
In the plane, in the first movie, the president's on the bed, got his feet up so you can't see him,
Mm-hmm.
and he tells that waitress lady, "Hey, can you give me some ding dongs, honey?" And then she goes to get the ding dongs, and there's that little robot that's like hacking the information from the plane.
I don't remember that.
I think it's a Bush. Yeah, that's like
She even gets her own dialogue. She
It's-
literally says, I don't.
Look, my eyes glaze over for these these jokes.
the first movie went in and out, bro.
These jokes,
She even
my eyes.
tries the ding dong.
I don't.
Yeah,
And then it,
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
remember that scene so vividly.
when
He's
when
got
the
red socks.
when the jokes hit, I'm just
No.
like,
But they did just name drop Obama in this one.
yeah. I did like Robot. That was actually all of the construction gear just put together.
Dude,
That's pretty cool.
I have a theory that Michael Bay thought this was gonna be the last one, so he dropped like all the cool Decepticons.
Yeah, yeah,
Like all of them were here, bro.
yeah. That's true.
I don't know, but like you get the big one, you get Soundwave, you get the drill guy.
The satellite guy.
The drill
Yeah,
guy was cool.
yeah,
The Bumblebee fight was pretty dope.
yeah.
I'm glad he got a good fight.
He
Yeah.
finds a way to put a fight in.
Dude.
Michael Bay finds a way to blows just
Yeah.
shit
Thinking
up.
about the military sucking,
Yeah,
as soon as the movie starts and they're fighting that first Decepticon,
yeah.
I'm like, why they got 20 just dudes, on
Dudes
the
out
front
here with a
line?
gun. Yeah.
And they all get blown up and like
I'm glad they dropped the plot line. They were like, we just gotta make it where everybody knows, because like for that whole movie, the first movie, and then the half of this movie where they're like,
Mhm.
we gotta keep it under wraps, nobody can know.
yeah.
I just didn't buy it. But now they
No.
were like, oh, we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of
Yeah.
that. Have this dude talk to everybody on Earth for some reason.
Yeah.
Also, for as much as that machine was like a big, huge, like, oh, this thing's gonna destroy the sun,
Mhm.
Optimus sure does just like take it out with a couple bullets.
He's Optimus.
He
bro.
just does a backflip. He's like, boom, boom. All right, we're not talking about that thing anymore. No, I gotta murder this guy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Those machines would probably go down.
The Optimus with the power up.
Yeah.
yeah, he was powered up.
He just got a prime.
Also, we're quite certain that Jetfire is
Mhm.
the voice actor for Dr. Robotnik.
Maybe.
I haven't confirmed
I
it,
don't
but
remember.
it sounds very similar.
I don't know.
Dude, I'm convinced. I'm googling. I'm doing a Google.
Yeah, get you a Google, bro.
What's this movie called again?
I want to do.
Revenge of the Fallen.
I want to do a rank the Transformers after this from the film.
Dude, that would be pretty good. Like for
yeah.
the post show.
Yeah, like rank Ironhide and
You know where he's going.
Gravage Row.
He's going.
He ain't murdered nobody. He lays supporting fire. Yeah, suppressing fire, and that's it.
Yeah, it's Tom Kenny, SpongeBob. Tom-
Really?
Tom Kenny is Wheelie. Whoop, and he plays Skids, which is one of those motorcycles. Which I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, SpongeBob. Dude, it sounds
the
exactly like
motorcycles.
SpongeBob. How'd you not be like, oh, that's SpongeBob?
I don't know.
The whole time he's talking, like as soon as he started talking, I was like, babe, it's SpongeBob.
I don't know.
The dude.
Megan Fox is on screen.
I guess, yeah. But Wheelie, SpongeBob. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Let's see if this dude's Dr. Robotnik. What was his name?
Jetfire.
Optimus Prime.
I do enjoy the plot line where it's like established that Decepticons and Autobots can just switch sides. Like it's not like a
Yeah.
yeah. You would have thought that they would check to see if it was a Decepticon beforehand.
He doesn't really.
They do
It's
after.
not him. It's not him. It's not him.
Oh.
The what? Huh? What are we talking about?
They don't really acknowledge that Jetfire's a Decepticon before they bring him to life.
Yeah, they don't.
They should have thought about that.
Yeah, they kind of just they go to bring him to life, and then they're like, "Oh shit."
But he was pretty chill.
Yeah, he was a chill guy.
Yeah,
He was just old.
Jetfire. Dude was just straight up like, take my life.
Yeah, I
I'm
respect.
dead.
I mean, he was gonna die anyway. Yeah, he was gonna get capped.
He was messing around.
Energon. Does that come back? Energon. Is it important? Does
So
it go the same way as midichlorians?
No. No, Energon's like a consistent thing.
What's up with big
Yeah.
directors just not being able to name shit things cool?
That wasn't Michael Bay. And this is like,
I guess you're right.
yeah,
But
Michael
I'm
Bay's
thinking-
not coming up with any of the
'Cause-
like names or
Yeah,
any of
because I was thinking when he said Energon, I couldn't quit thinking about unobtainium
the. Yeah, no.
from fucking
Energon
Avatar.
that's a Transformer thing. Cybertron, Cybertronian.
unobtainium.
All of these terms are already like a thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Can we watch the animated film? Can we add it to the list?
Isn't there like a fuck ton of them?
There's
there's
the
like
Transformers
15.
the movie, the animated one. It's got Hot Rod, bro.
Maybe. What's next on the list?
Dark of the Moon. My most hated film title of all time. Transformers, Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, Dark of the Moon. Why is it called Dark of the Moon?
Good question. Why is it not called Dark Side of the Moon?
So this one has. Oh, they just give him a new girlfriend. They write her character out completely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's because she called Michael Bay Hitler.
What?
They patched it up later, and she was in TMNT in 2014.
Okay. 2 hours 34 minutes.
But they're cool now.
That boy got a 35 and a 55.
That might be better than the last one.
Let's check. Let's check.
I don't trust those rankings.
35 and a 55.
Because this one was like a 20.
The last one was 20 and a 57. So
Like
higher
it does-
audience, but lower critic.
I don't think it's going to matter. I think I'm going to feel the exact same way.
Yeah, probably.
I remember this one pretty well. Because I think
Womp, 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 womp.
you don't remember any of it, right?
What?
This Dark of the Moon?
No, fuck no.
I'm not going to spoil anything.
I didn't watch. I don't think I watched this.
You watched Revenge of the Fallen, though, right? You've seen this one.
Maybe. Gonna keep it a stack. I think I might have just seen parts of all these sons of bitches.
I remember
Let me just read it.
the bad guys of this film.
They renew their war against the Autobots. Okay, that's what just happened. Sentinel Prime.
Mm-hmm.
This is just the
It's the
description.
description of the film.
Sentinel Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Another Prime.
we gotta have the cinematic battle in the middle of the city center of Chicago.
Yep.
That's how we.
Get
how
ready
we-
for the scene where we
that's
go
how we
from.
fucking do things.
Get ready for the scene where we go from the middle of nowhere, Kansas, to Chicago.
Yeah. Anyway.
Clean that up.
Cool. That's all the stuff. A little bit of reading before we skedaddle.
Skedanza.
Skedaddle.
Oh.
Costanza?
Skedanza.
What?
Kyrgyzstan?
Kazakhstan or something like that. Dude, some of these. Spencer has the uncanny ability to pin reader mail.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad. He said to be or not to be.
Well, that's a good question.
Okay, here we go.
What does that
Fielding.
mean?
What?
What's the context for that?
Oh,
quote?
what?
To be or not to be? That's the question.
I think it's like
What's the con-
consciousness, existential thing. Like, is what it is the question.
To live or like kill yourself? What do you mean?
Like, Fuck, I don't fucking know.
It's a good question.
You're
I don't
gifted
know
a
what we're talking about.
You're gifted a perfect version of any discontinued handheld console. So no Steam Deck, since that would be too easy of a choice. It never needs to be charged and contains that console's entire library. No backwards compatibility. Which do you choose and why?
3D. DS.
The DS?
Yeah.
I'm giving the perfect version of a discontinued handheld console, and I get the entire library, and I never need to charge it.
That's all the games I'll ever need, bro. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum.
I think I'm grabbing the Vita. Vita stack. Well, no backwards
Soul
compatibility.
Silver. Yeah, that's the thing. So I
Mm.
would have said 3DS, but then I wouldn't get the DS games.
Is the PSP good enough?
No.
Just give me the Game Boy Advance. Give me Game Boy. Never
Game
need
Boy
to charge it. I have access to the entire Game Boy library.
Yeah. No, I gotta go with the. I have to go with
Did you watch Tetris?
the DS. No, I haven't.
You should watch it. That shit's good. It's like actually fire.
Yeah.
Like legitimately.
Yeah, I'll get to
Good
it.
as fuck.
I'll get to it.
The Game Boy's a plot
I want to
point.
watch it. Ted Lasso. I watched that. Great. Fantastic. I've been recommending it to everybody.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
I can't
great.
recommend it enough.
I had my tears falling from my face during
like
that
a-
episode.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I still think my theory is
Good.
correct.
I think your theory is also correct because it was confirmed this episode that she can't do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be because I guess it doesn't have to
Because they
be.
could still go away where like she
Sure.
has a baby by normal means and it's just a miracle.
But yeah, I guess
But I feel like that's not
Yeah.
where we're going.
there was like the shite 90 armor and all this stuff. I was
Mhm.
like like establishing that the psychic lady is real and this.
Yeah.
Like, so fuck it, whatever. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Keeley plotline,
I'm loving it.
it's pretty good.
Yes.
I'm just glad what's her name is out.
Shandy.
Shandy?
Fuck Shandy.
Yeah, I was not a Shandy
I
fan.
hated Shandy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her Revenge Shandy plot was funny.
Mhm.
I liked it. I liked the episode.
It's good.
I'm glad that they're longer.
And I'm
now.
very confused about how to feel about the Nate ending.
I liked it. I knew
I
they were
don't
gonna make
know
us feel sympathetic to him.
I don't feel sympathetic for either
I
of them
did.
though. They're both like crappy
Who?
people.
Him and the waitress?
Yeah.
The waitress is not a crappy lady.
She was racist to him,
No, she was not.
wasn't she?
No, that was not the plot at all. The plot was he's a dickhead, and so she didn't want to deal with that.
No, when
My-
he went there the first time.
Huh?
When he went there the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said he couldn't get the window table
Yeah.
because it was already reserved. Not because she was being racist, because it was already reserved. It was a general, regular waitress thing to do. And then he got pissy because she wouldn't like bend over backwards to give him that table. And then he's been a dick to her. My read on her character is he's been a huge dick to her this whole time. And then there in the end, she felt bad
Maybe
for
I
him.
need to rewatch it because I definitely feel
That was my read. My read has always been that he's been an
because
asshole.
I've also always
I liked her
hated
character. No, I've loved that character because
Mhm.
I was like, she's not taking Nate's shit. She's always gonna she's just gonna do the opposite of what exactly he wants her
Because
to
I
do.
would have agreed with that after he became big dog and is trying to now flex his power and status.
Yeah, but it was the same. But he kind of was already doing that back then too, where he was like, "Oh, I'm now the assistant coach,"
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Yeah, I want that table." She's like, "No, you can't have the table." The whole thing. My read on her character is that she was like a down to earth, good waitress lady, and Nate has just been kind of an ass to her, and she wasn't taking it. And so every time that she's talking to him, and she's like when she wouldn't talk to him and would only talk to the lady, I was like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." I love this lady.
I think I need to rewatch those scenes because I have a different feeling
Yeah.
about her.
I've always liked her character.
Regardless, I don't like either of them.
Me neither, but you still feel
And
bad
I'm-
for Nate, you know.
No, I don't.
I do a little.
No.
I
Dude
definitely do.
sucks.
He does, but like, I don't know.
Why do you feel bad?
I feel bad because like, obviously he has like serious social issues,
Yeah.
and he has like some mental stuff going on, and then his dad is always a dickhead to him and never gives him any attention. You like establish that, so then he kind of is like raging against the machine,
Mhm.
but then it's kind of getting handed to him. Like when he was dating that girl, and she's like, "Yeah, I got to skedaddle," and he was like, "Ah, fuck."
Yeah, but it's the
It's like karma.
so he's doing all this to impress his dad or whatever, right? You could say that.
I don't think he's trying to impress his dad. I think he's just trying to seek love that was never given.
Yes, but my problem is when you use other people to
He can have it.
finesse
It's whatever.
his use of other people to get it.
Yeah.
That's my problem.
Oh, we're blasting.
Just screwing over Ted.
Yeah.
It's so
That will be a reconciliation. By the end of the season, you will feel sympathy and bad for Nate. You know you will.
I don't know if it will.
You will.
No.
They'll make you do it.
Not until he apologizes or something.
Well, it'll happen
Yeah,
that way. But
maybe then.
But by the end,
I don't got pre-sympathy.
no. But you know the writers are gonna.
Maybe.
They'll make you come back around on Nate for sure. They will.
How?
You don't. What do you mean? The show's quality. It's gonna be quality.
I'm sorry, he's not gonna be enough.
By the end, you'll write it in, and by the end, you'll be in. You'll be on the boat. You know you will.
No,
I don't know why you're
I don't
geeking.
care. Keep Nate enemy number one.
No, they're not gonna do that. That's not the
Just
MO of
give
the
Roy
show.
Kent a
The
good
MO of the
ending,
show
and
is
I'm
all
good.
people are good.
That's not true.
It pretty much is.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Rebecca's ex-husband.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me there's sympathy for him?
No, but like the lesson of the show is that she shouldn't care so much about him being an ass, and she should still be good even though he's an ass. So
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think they'll make Nate this. I think they'll make you sympathize with him at the end, and then he'll be like, "Oh man, fuck, okay, I kind of feel bad for Nate." Because by the end of that episode, I was like, "Ah, Nate,
I'm not sympathizing. I refuse.
come on, man, kind of feel bad."
I refuse.
Anyway, that's it
That's
for
it.
the show. We're gonna catch y'all later.
Goodbye.
Yeah.